Don't look now, but it's time to go back to school. Parents, are you happy? Children, are you happy? Well, it doesn't matter, because we still have to go back to school. Today we will look at back to school anxiety and how it can affect our children during the opening of school. Hi, my name's Travis. Let's get right into it, man. Going back to school can be stressful for everyone, let's face it. Getting back to a particular school routine can be very challenging. The realization that summer is almost over can be very disappointing to a child. Not to mention the fact that they have to go back to school at the same time. One of the things that can help this process, though, is getting back to a normal school time routine, which includes what time you go to bed, what time you get up in the morning, what happens after school, if you're in school activities or what kind of activities you do once you finish school, and having a good bedtime routine. Getting back into a good bedtime routine is very important because through the summer you went to bed pretty much whenever you wanted to, got up pretty much whenever you wanted to. You have to get back to a good bed routine. It may be helpful to start regulating those sleep patterns a couple weeks before school actually starts, instead of expecting the first morning of school that person just going to jump right up out of bed. The last thing you want to do is worry about oversleeping before the first morning of school. You don't want to go to school looking like a zombie, sleeping in class, having a low down affect when you meet your classmates for the first time. You don't want that. It is also a good idea to visit your school prior to the first day of school. Even if it's a school you attended the year before, it's a good time to go and revisit that school prior to getting a structured routine on what to do when you get to school. These things could alleviate some of that anxiety and stress of your first day of school. This will give you an idea of where your classrooms are, where the office is, where other things are, before thousands of kids are in there at the same time looking for the same things. If you are in college, you can request a guided tour prior to school starting to take your family so you can get acclimated to the campus where everything is and things of that nature. You can also meet teachers and ask any questions that you have at that particular time. You can see where the nurse's office is, financial, counselor's office, cafeteria, all of those things. It's important to make sure you have a list of school supplies that you will need for that year. And once you get that list, go out and purchase those things before the hustle and bustle of everybody else running in trying to get last minute things a week or 2 weeks before school starts. Just because your child is excited about going back to school doesn't mean he won't go with a lot of anxiety. The common signs for anxiety are a child frequently worrying about school, trouble concentrating, frequent headaches, stomach aches, changes in eating habit or sleeping habits, being clingy to teachers, changes in mood, sweating, fast breathing, and the normal activities that child normally takes part in, especially when they're at home. Anxiety can come from a fear of the unknown. So for most kids, familiarizing them to certain things related to going to school will be very helpful for them. Anything you can do to prepare them for going to school prior to going will put their mind at ease and make them more comfortable and ready to go on day one, which is our goal. Feelings about school may change from day to day, so it's good for parents to get into a regular routine where they just check in with their child and see how things are going, how they're doing in school, and things of that nature. This will help your child in this new year. Anxiety is not something that the child will just have. The parents will have it also. So parents, you got to make sure you take care of your anxiety as well. When you're at work, you're going to be thinking about how the child's doing, things of that nature. So it's good for you to be able to verbalize those things too, to maybe a coworker. If you have a spouse, maybe your spouse, and just touch in and check with how you're feeling also. Because you can only help your child based upon the help that you've already given yourself. Because if you all over the place, it's going to be hard for you to get somebody else from being all over the place. Because then two people will be all over the place. Parents, we got to take care of our self-care as well. If you like anything I said in this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the Libra Man is out.